everyone, I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. As we move into the final weeks of the regular season, here's a look at the teams jockeying for playoff position in the NFC, playing their hearts out, trying to claim the highest seed possible before Wild Card Weekend. It's the Packers going up against the Bears. So for the call of this Week 13 matchup, let's bring in our commentary team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
First opened way back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Green Bay Packers and the Chicago Bears. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Bears team entering play. And they lost 3 straight here, and it goes without saying, I guess. They could certainly use... So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Rodgers now on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a Green Bay first down. Well, we saw the practice film this week. They wanted to focus on these intermediate passing plays, and it paid off there.
And they took that focus not just to the practice field, but in the film room to show the guys exactly what they wanted, what types of looks they should expect to get, and how they would beat those coverages each and every time, and it paid off on that play.
On first down, Rodgers. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. They tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. Caught left side by Cobb. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
That was not a completion that results in a highlight video. But at the same time, if you have those kind of completions all game long, eventually one of them might turn into a highlight. The Bears have put an extra defender in the secondary on third down.
Yep, they're in the nickel. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And leading them, Charles, their quarterback, their field general. Nothing on the scoreboard, 0-0 as the offense gets ready to take over the football. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit, both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things. 3rd and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
Expecting pass. To throw is Rodgers. And this is going to be incomplete.
And I think the end result, knocking the ball away, was a product of understanding where they were on the field, understanding how many yards they needed to pick up the first down, and tightening their coverage accordingly. Gave them no gaps, no spaces, no real air in which to catch the football, and end up making a really nice play.
That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it. Onto the field now come the Bears. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game,
so the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Over the middle, it's complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So a 2nd down incompletion now brings up 3rd down. To throw, it's Rodgers. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. Rodgers now on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and it's a 2nd down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Packers. Their dangerous wide receiver, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers are able to cash in for 6. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. But sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost...
And we drop you into the start of this next possession. The score, 7-0. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he showcases the spin, a pretty good gain before he's taken down. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. And a pretty simple completion there underneath, but a successful one for the offense.
Partner, doesn't have to be the big shots downfield all the time. Having that safety net underneath is a great thing for a quarterback.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. This is Cobb with a catch right side. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Rodgers now to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4. So second down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on 3rd.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Now Rodgers. He's got his target. It's Cobb. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. To throw is Rodgers. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. They give him 15 more, and it's another first down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. Nice pickup for a first down.
And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. And that is incomplete.
Holding offense.
So he got his hands a little too far outside. The ref caught him, threw the flag. Defense in a good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and 13 now. And they'll go on the ground. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll check in with Larry Ridley in Orlando with highlights and analysis of this first half of play.
And I'm going to check in with a heater.
I'm going to be right there with you, partner. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
3rd down is the down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
So now the Packers turn things over to the special teams crew. They're on for the field goal try. This one from 48 yards away. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive only yields 3 points. And we drop you into the start of this next possession. The score, 7-0. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, so much for halftime adjustments. They still can't get anything going on the ground. It may be time to loosen things up and start flinging it around a little bit.
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. He gets it over the middle to Cobb.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
And I know it's hard in live action, but you've got to keep your hands away from the face. That's a 15-yard penalty.
You work on it all the time, making sure your target area is lower and trying to keep your hands away from the face mask so you don't get the big penalty.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he rifles one incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. One receiver left, two to the right. Rodgers will try again on second down. He's going to air one out. That's caught inside the 20. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A big play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions.
And we drop you into the start of this next possession. The score, 7-0. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and end of the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
Rodgers to throw on second down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
So a big sack on second down. Now let's see what the offense has in store for third. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. And that'll bring up fourth down on a big sack with a loss of 5. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And the Bears take over. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive. And we drop you into the start of this next possession. The score, 7-0. Now a handoff here to his running back. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
One receiver left, two to the right. Time running out here on the play clock. Here's Rodgers. And this will be incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Rodgers now to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. On now is the Packers punter, standing just about on his own goal line.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down.
Now a hit and a loose football. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
I remember sitting in special teams meetings, and at some point during the meeting, the coach would always say, you better treat this one just like you're playing offense or defense. It's a big part of the game. And we just saw evidence of why right there with that fumble.
Yeah, fumble on the punt, and after it was turning up to be a pretty decent return.
Yeah, a really nice return. They were going to be set up okay, and the offense would feel good running onto the field. And now the defense has to try it out there and try and slow them down.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
Now Rodgers. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it.
Holding offense.
And that right there will set him back a bit on the offensive holding penalty.
And you know who you want to pressure after a penalty like that? The guy who just committed the foul. You want to see if he's going to keep his head down or if he's going to get his head right back into the game. I'd send a blitz at him right away and see if he holds up.
To throw is Rodgers. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Now Rodgers. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Oh, and you just can't do that. 15 yards on the roughing the kicker call.
Absolutely inexcusable. The kicker's in a defensive position, and he just gets taken out.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. And really just a heck of a catch. That's a really good receiver making a nice play.
And against a really good defensive back. Right there together, and over the top, the receiver wins the battle.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Their dangerous wide receiver. His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Packers add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. And we drop you into the start of this next possession. The score, 7-0.
Watch left. Watch left. 319.
And they'll run it here. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4. Pernell McPhee in there on the stop.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
So second and medium, 2nd and 5 now.
Tight ends on the loosey. Tight ends on the loosey. Hey,
319! Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Any team that runs the toss and runs it successfully, that means they win the battle on the edges. That means you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner. They got it done there for a very nice gain.
check 99.
They come up in an offset eye.
Wide, get wide. Check 31.
Rodgers now on first down. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Check. Crunch. All right. Whip. Watch the whip.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. He's got his target. It's Cobb. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line.
I'll give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And the way that he ran last week has not been duplicated here. What gives, Charles?
I don't know. Maybe it was the big meal he took him for after the game last week. I don't know. Being a little bit facetious here, but I do know that after last week's game, the coaching staff awarded game balls to every starting offensive lineman. They're not playing to the same level this week. I don't know if they're seeing different things on defense that have really fouled things up in their blocking scheme, or if they're just not as sharp. Because right now, he's not finding the creases, can't find the gaps to get through and get upfield.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll come out in the pistol. Now Rodgers on the bootleg. Backing up. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Their big-bodied receiver. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Packers are pouring it on.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right?
No,
I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
She's going. She's full bore.
Yeah, this...
After an excellent punt, this offense in a tough spot down inside their own 5. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
319!
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on 2nd down. They come out here in the eye.
Right here, guys. Mike 51.
And a give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. So following the run, we'll see what they do here on third down.
Hey, we got three. Three down.
58.
51's the mic.
26.
Shift.
Hey, 88.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Here's Rodgers. And incomplete here on third down.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
On now is the Packers punter. He's been terrific so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Take it at the 37. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And back out onto the field comes the Packers defense. They did their job last go-around, forced the punt, hoping for more of the... Now following the interception, this offense will get another shot at it as they'll quickly head back onto the field. Now a handoff here to his running back. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Like any team, they would have loved to have had more yards on that run, but it looks like they just want to get to the 2-minute warning and see what they want to do after that.
And ready now for 2nd and 9.
Alert!
319.
51's Mike 51.
Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away.
Over. 319. Over. Right.
Watch the twist.
Let's go.
6 guys. Check 6 guys.
319.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Pass interference. Defense.
Certainly some contact there, and that's why there's a penalty on the defender for pass interference.
So hard to time it up for a defender to hit the receiver when the ball arrives. Got there a little bit early on that one.
319.
Check. 3 down.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
It'd be hard to say that a defense wouldn't be ready for a first down run. And when you can gain that kind of yardage against a defense, it's really kind of geared to stop that play. Your confidence has to rise, and now you've actually opened up your playbook. If you want to throw the ball now for play action, you're good to go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
319.
Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the...
Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is, because, let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win in the National Football League. It just doesn't usually compute. So to get out there, get that done, and then head back to your city with one in the victory column, oh, that's a fantastic feeling.
So for Green Bay, the win moves them a couple games over 500 now at 7-5. And they will head home next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Bears, the playoffs look to be out of reach now as they drop to 4-8. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Soldier Field.